Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Thanks, good. Hi, I'm Natia, co-founder and CEO of SoS Auto. This is my story. I was on the road trip and my car broke down. So I stuck over there and took over 3 hours before I can find tow truck to come and help me. So based on personal experience and market research, we have identified customers' problems and decided to develop SoS Auto, providing peace of mind on the road through digital services. Our platforms enables users to easily locate nearby service providers, place order, make cash or cashless payments, and track their orders in real time. We are a great team with years of experience working together in different projects. In 2022, we create MVP. The same year, we won Startup Drive program and got investment. In September 2023, we launched a SoS Auto application and web platform. Since our launch, we have formed partnership with 11 corporate companies, served more 800 individual customers, and achieved gross market value 7,500 USD. We connect individual customers, corporate, and insurance companies with verified service providers, and our interest 50% from each transaction. So last month we presented MVP subscription model, launched 100 units of SoS Auto card, and all of them sold in 2 days. So Georgian market size is $50 million, and there are 1,000 daily orders. Our next target market is Azerbaijan. We have already partnership local service providers and automotive services. We consider all competitors as our partners in the future. In 2024, we decided to improving our application, add new features according to customers and companies' feedback, and enter new market. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please join my co-founder, Irakli.
Okay. Welcome, Irakli.
You guys were here last time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
last
Okay,
six
great.
months.
Yeah.
So 800 customers since last launch? Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about the 800 customers, how they're using the product currently, and
Right.
what are they paying? Would be kind of great.
Digital services.
So it's free for them to use?
Wait, is it a...
It's free for use for
Great.
the customers. Yes.
Oh, it's not a subscription.
Not yet. We just launched MVP to identify how the subscription model will be interested for our market.
That is the plan. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So explain to me how that chart represents 170% monthly growth. That does not look like 170% monthly growth.
Yes.
You see my problem?
Ano,
May you
dakle,
have-
3 dan to je naprijed a samozdateľne proste ten znamená 3 dan to je
Well, that's
naprijed.
14,000. Here it's 75,800. So there's something.
Well, that's
missing there.
cumulative. I assume it's cumulative
Okay,
GMV.
Oh, okay.
It is cumulative, yes.
Okay.
But where's... So your fee... Well, yeah, I can't... Tell me
that
how
is-
you do the math that gets to 100.
That is based at gross market value is the total income, and from there we are charging from our percentage, which is the 15%, as you
Right.
mentioned.
Right.
And that chart is just identifying the monthly revenue
Gross.
for the.
So you get half of that. Don't you get half of that?
Yes.
Okay, so just to make sure I
well,
understand,
okay.
so in May, the number is like 13,000, it looks like? I
Yes.
just want to understand, how much of that is your revenue?
15%.
15%?
Yes.
50%.
It's a little bit deceptive, isn't it? Right? Like this is, I get basically GMV,
Yeah.
but the accurate number, just as a feedback for you, the accurate number is actually how much money you make.
We are making, so to explain generally, out of this 75,800K, we can say that 15% is company revenue.
Okay. So from day one, you've taken 50%,
Yes.
and you will continue to do
Yes,
so,
yes.
plus a subscription.
No, subscription we just launched to identify how
Right.
it will be working in our market.
Okay.
So as we identified that in 2 days it was all sold, so that is our plan to integrate in our application for future.
And you said 50%, right? 50.
50.
50.
No,
50,
15.
15.
1-5.
1-5,
15,
yes.
yes.
Okay.
I guess both numbers are important because it's
But
important for
yes,
us to know
right.
what is your cut. So it's 15%.
Okay.
It's a little
Okay,
bit
that seems
deceptive.
like an unbelievable grab. Okay.
So what happened last 3 months? Like, obviously you see in the beginning, like it's just like ups and downs
800.
from January to February. So what's causing? Like, what are you guys depending on? Just explain us.
In terms of how it's
The
increased.
growth, yeah, like just like from March to April, it's just dropped.
So that is based on the need itself, because sometimes it depends how the market is going. So over here is including as well we are not only considering car towing, we are also serving for the hauler, for transportation. So all of them are included over here. So depends how the daily things is ongoing.
Yeah. So just a point of feedback. Usually, judges and investors would like to see a hockey stick growth, but this
Yes.
is dependent on customers having problems, which you cannot predict.
They
So
drive
it might be
better.
That we cannot predict the actual.
Sometimes drivers just paying more attention.
It might be better to have a user growth chart and then have a GMV and a revenue number separately, just because then it'll show a growth, hopefully better than what this is showing,
Yeah.
right?
But also, like tell us, I see the CAC is 267, but what channels do you guys use? What's your strategy when customer acquisition?
Customer acquisition, we are using different channels. So to be honest, right now we are not running huge marketing, because our concentration first was to have the supply demand, to gather the service provider itself. That will be after, when customers will be, that we will not have problem during the operation. So our first aim was to gather the service providers.
Right.
So we just launch only the social media advertising. So that is the cost from there. So as I mentioned, we are not launching huge marketing so far, in order to have first make sure that we are supplying that amount of services. When customer will be in need, that we will supply that service.
And is majority of that revenue that you show here, or GMV, is coming from towing, you said?
Towing, car hauling,
Yes.
and yes, there is fuel delivery. We have different
Fuel delivery as well. Got it.
fuel delivery.
What's the biggest contribution of revenue?
That is coming from corporate companies. We are transferring cars as well, not only in Georgia, from Georgia to Azerbaijan, from
Oh, you're
Georgia to
shipping
Armenia.
cars.
Shipping too.
As well, that is
Yes.
our service.
So that's the main one. Is that the
yes.
main one? What percentage is that?
50%.
50%.
50%.
You're just shipping cars.
Yes.
Okay. So,
So, yeah.
but you have a geographic issue, right? I mean, you've got to have service available in every geography. How well met? I mean, that's part of your growth problem or challenge, isn't it? Because if there's no service provider in Batumi,
Yes.
then it doesn't do me any good to have a downloaded app if I, go to the app and the closest towing company is in
Yes.
Tbilisi,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yes.
That is the things. So, for example, if you are having insurance company and
Right.
your car is insured, so insurance company is not providing service over here. Okay, so our main target was that we are gathering individual service providers.
Yeah.
So we are going to cover full Georgia coming months. So we will have service providers all around Georgia. So whenever your
Okay.
car will be broke down, we are making sure that the towing service you are going to get nearby.
Somebody is nearby.
Yes.
That's the
It's
thing.
same to
That-
taxi application.
So
Okay.
tell us about the competition, man. Like how you guys trying to become a big players.
Our main advantage is that we are like a community for individual truck drivers or towing truck service providers, which actually don't have opportunity to work with big companies as an individual. So as we are collecting those service providers, through us, they can have partnership with insurance companies and with other corporate companies.
And how many
That's
of
why
those, how many of
we
those
have
you have
almost
on the
more than 100 service providers in our community. So
Right.
that's why we are having advantage to our competitors to provide more fast response. We can say,
But do you also provide a discount or not? Is that part
for
of the
sure,
deal?
we are providing
Okay.
discounts, we
Okay,
are providing free services, we are
Okay.
providing many benefits. to
Okay, but
attract-
when you broke down in Georgia, you're saying you can't go on and say, tow truck near me.
Yes.
You can't type that
No,
in. It won't
it's
show up.
difficult to find the nearest tow truck.
It is. Okay.
So basically, when you go through our system,
Yeah.
our application, as our application is a GPS system, so it's
Right.
directly providing you on the web or on the application nearest towing service provider.
Okay. Okay. And Google and there are no other search engines that offer the same.
No.
What?
They're offering same,
Yeah.
but thing is that whenever you are typing and searching through the Google,
Yeah.
service provider might be available far away, so it will take more time. That, for example,
Well, presumably whoever you sign up
yeah,
would also be on Google,
Yes.
yeah.
right? I
Yes.
mean, so, and there might be somebody even closer than whoever you sign up.
Well, they're
Yes.
using GPS, is what he's saying. That's the
GPS, we are
This is GPS, so it gives you
Based-
like local.
Like,
so it gives you-
but you're saying Google doesn't have GPS here?
No, Google has, but itself, when your car will be broke down, for example, in Batumi,
Yeah.
and you are searching the service provider
Right.
through the Google,
Right.
most of the time it's providing service available in capital city.
Okay. So it doesn't. Google here does not tell you
Yes.
who's the closest.
Yeah, no.
It does not.
It's
Okay.
just going through the whoever doing advertising.
Okay. All right.
First of all, it will pop up for the whoever is now
Marketing.
continuing with his advertising.
Let me ask something. So your customers are individuals, like people.
Our customers are individuals.
So why you guys don't blast the marketing? Just bring as many people as possible.
We are planning
have
that.
services.
So first of all, our main target was to gather those service providers in order to make sure that we are in line to provide quality service, to make sure that our service providers are ready to receive the
Right, but at least you could
orders.
do a waiting list, right? I mean,
No, we are already online.
Yeah, so
Okay.
tell us about,
Yeah.
because it's not fair to combine the car transportation business with the SOS business, right?
Yeah.
The SOS business
Yeah.
is what we're looking at here. Tell us, and it makes sense, like you need
Yeah.
help on the road, you get stuck
right,
somewhere.
right.
Yeah.
Tell us about that in terms of user growth. It seems 800 people. I mean, there's a,
800 is service which already we served. That is
Right.
not, that is the customers which we are already provide the service. And the application downloads was more than 5,000, and there are customers. But 800 is service which we already serve through our web platform and through our application.
so what happened to the rest of the people who downloaded and did not use? So, you know, roughly.
They're waiting to break down.
No, but I would think that they would have downloaded the application after they had broken down already, because otherwise you won't download an application, right? Or you think they downloaded even before?
Fair
in-
point.
No, so that is the thing. We are,
Okay.
as I mentioned, we did not launch the huge marketing. So those customers are just whichever we gather through our social media advertising. So we are offering too many advantages like free car services. We are offering discounts to attract the customers. So whenever they are downloading our app, we are making sure that they are not going to leave because we are having communication with them through the app.
But that's a problem for me personally, because if you're building something that I need at that time, and you're the only game in town with every service provider on your platform, and my car breaks down, I don't need a discount. I need somebody to come rescue me, right? So if you're trying to keep customers by giving discounts and offers and stuff like that, that tells me there's a lot of other competitors out there or options out there that you're trying to fight against. But in this, it seems like you guys are the only game in town with all the check boxes I see against all the competitors, which have a
Probably,
bunch of.
also, the pricing is important. Like
Yeah.
pricing versus your competitors. Like
Prices we are offering, we can say we are offering
More for less.
less prices for sure, because that's why it's making advantage, because our competitors, the transportation they are offering from far, okay, so that will be double price. So whenever they are requesting through application and the service provider is nearby, so it will be cost less for the customer itself.
It's same to taxi application.
Your paper?
Pen.
Yes, so
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Aren't we way past time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
thank you very much.
But